from sunny Clarington, Ontario. It's Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, home of round 4 in season 2 of the Drive-Through Sim series. I am, of course, Drive-Through, and with me in the booth, I have the classic duo back again. It's Jacob Hitz.
Hello.
And it's Jimmy Powell.
What's up?
Welcome back to the booth, Jimmy. We're in for
It's been a while.
Quite a show here today. Just got done with the
so.
Amateur League event. The track is all cleaned up, and here come the big boys out to play. Well, maybe not quite, because still pre-qualifying underway. So as usual, the 15 non-chartered cars are going to run out and set some laps on the track. And they have 10 minutes, which here is probably only about 3 or 4 laps. The top 7 are going to make it into the show, and the bottom 8 are going to go home early.
It's ruthless.
So let's get the graphics on the screen, and I think it's actually there this time. Sweet. And yes, YouTube chat isn't on the screen. I don't really know if I can solve that, simply because I had to make 2 events for each stream, which then YouTube puts it in another chat, and I don't know how to get that chat into my Streamlabs, because that just goes to my standard YouTube chat, and it turns into this big mess of like, YouTube sucks anyways.
We were witness to 10 minutes of just, what? So, that was really fun.
Yeah, if you're asking why I'm late, I tried. I really did. But I see you, YouTube chat.
We can confirm.
Even if you're not on the screen, I can see you. Don't worry.
Yes, for once it was not the announcer's fault. It was YouTube's fault for us being late.
It's true.
Yeah.
First lap's being set now. Janza in the 47 on top. Him and John Felber, the only ones to finish a lap. Felber, of course, doing double duty. He just came off of not a fantastic finish in the SimSeries Amateur League race, but he should have a little bit more practice at this track than the other guys, so we'll see if he can maybe convert that into a start for this 34 team.
That corner's really difficult up there. These guys are going off into the grass.
Yeah, well, I think it's a mix of, I don't know. I don't think they're really overdriving it. I think they're trying to just keep momentum through there, but definitely the grass is a little bit too far.
I think by now, since we just had the Amateur League race, the grass there might have been packed down a bit, so it doubles as a little bit of a asphalt surface. Get traction. At least better than it would before.
Yeah. And you said top 7 make it, top 8, or the bottom 8 drop.
Yes, sir.
And won't make the race, right? Okay, so right now, it was Soundhead on the edge, and now it's
he's moved himself
VGO
up.
3.
Soundhead just moved himself up into 3rd place with that lap.
As soon as I say it, he bumps himself up. It's good for him. He's making his first start, I believe.
You love to see it. The fan favorite.
Hopefully he doesn't have a tire check.
Fan favorite Ed Soundhead making his first start in that PT Motorsports number 46 car, currently sitting in 4th place.
Very nice looking car.
It really is. Quarter panel
it's
numbers
very colorful.
aside. I mean, I know that's, you know.
I think they look good on this one.
Topic.
At least the 6 isn't cut off by the fuel thing.
That's
the fuel
true.
Circle.
And just like that, Ed is back on the jump.
Yeah,
That took long.
they only have a few laps to complete here, but each time they're certainly improving. There's so many spots on the track to make mistakes. Lap by lap, these guys are learning. Right now, it's the 66 of Sabretooth 490 on top, and as I say that, he just got passed by Janza in the 47 with a 118.748. Janza's on top. Then it's Sabretooth, Carter Friesen, JR Preston plays YT, Emmett Lashbrook, Nitro XP, VGO 3 is the car on the bubble. So on the outside looking in is Ed Soundhead right now.
Gotta tell you, Jance has had a good season so far. Really, he's been contending for wins at some tracks. He isn't full time with the charter, but he's still
I think
constantly
made every start.
up at the top. Yeah, he's gotten himself in every start. He has yet to find a track that doesn't suit him well. And it shows here since he's on top.
It reminds me a lot of AJ Allmendinger in the Xfinity series, how well he's done there whenever he shows up.
Oh my god. Flying Ryan with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much.
Ooh.
Really surprising me with that
Dang.
sound notification. That's a bit of an angry one. I appreciate it, pal. And I'm glad you're as excited about this show as I am. And Emmett Lashbrook in the 08 just put himself on top of the board. Shoving Janza down a spot. He's set an 118.694. 08's had a pretty good season as well. I'm not sure if he's qualified for every single race, but he's been there a lot. And he's been often at the top of the board here in pre-qualifying.
Okay, so it looks like Austin Rip is going to miss his 286th race in a row here. He's stuck all the way in the back.
Oh, boy.
Just about a 10th off from everybody in front of him. But I'll tell you, Luis Rodriguez, he had a good start. Made Daytona. I think he made Atlanta too, but he stuck way back there. So I guess road courses aren't his thing.
And
For some reason, it comes naturally. For some people, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
double duty not paying off here for John Felber. All that amateur league experience, and he's sitting in dead last. Driving that beautiful Plan B Sales Power Sport Racing Ford. Let's see how he does this lap. He's not had a great run so far.
It is a very good-looking car.
So we're seeing usual faces out front. Emmett Lashbrook, Janza, Carter Friesen, all those guys have been up there. Sabretooth doing pretty well today, as is J.R. Preston Plays YT. And then it's Nitro XP, it's AFK Master, and Ed Soundhead on the outside looking in.
They tied. The AFK Master and Ed Soundhead have the same exact lap.
Wow. Wow. Well, I hope he can go quicker, or
He's running out of time though.
it would not be great to not make the race by setting the exact same lap time as the driver in front of you. I mean, 1 more thousandth of a second and he'd be in. So Ed's got to be pushing now.
I don't even know how you would break that tie.
I think normally it's by whoever sets the lap first, except in this system it's, you know, computerized. It's more accurate than what we can see. So AFK Master was faster, but by less than 1,000th of a second.
Okay.
Well, and he also did set that lap time first, so it makes sense.
Also, thank you to Cool Guy 21918. I assume the first 21,917 cool guys were taken, but it's okay because you're also cool.
Hey, maybe it's supposed to represent 2018 since that was only last account last year. You never know. At least that one might have an excuse.
Session coming to an end here. Drivers will be able to finish their last lap after the timer runs out, and for Ed Soundhead, I think that might be it. He just set a 119.187, and that won't be enough.
Gotta be his. If he is still on a lap, this has got to be it here.
Well, he only has a minute to get back around. I don't know if he'll make it in time.
He'll make it because the lap times are about a minute 18 or so, minute 19. So he should be okay.
It's gonna be close. Let's hope he's on a quick one right now. Pedal.
Yeah, he's got to push.
Oh, he fell down to 10th.
Yeah,
John Felber jumped in.
And
wow.
Kamikaze is 1/1000th behind him. So there are 4
goodness.
guys right there within 4 1,000ths of a second.
So at the end here, Nitro XP has jumped up to 6th. John Felber has jumped up to 7th. So both of the Power Sport entries at this rate will make it in. And both of the PT Motorsports entries, Kamikaze Games and Ed Soundhead, sitting 8th and 10th. They're just on the outside.
That is crazy.
What a surprising finish here.
Ed's in this last little bit. I think he's going to be able to make it.
Well, let's see if he has a good lap here.
At least back to the line. This has to be the best lap that he set today.
Coming across the line. It's a 119.4. That will not be enough.
No.
That's slower than Austin Rip, who's in last place.
Ed Soundhead 10th in pre-qualifying. Looked like it was going to be close, but really ends up missing the mark by... Boy, that was close. Let's look at the lap times here. Nitro XP in 6th, 1:19.047. John Felber, 0:51. Kamikaze Games, who didn't make it, 0:52. And then to AFK Master and Ed Soundhead, both had 0:55s. So a fantastically close battle here in pre-qualifying.
And this is at a road course. That's not hard to do. That is very hard to do. Wow. Good on me. Easy for me to say.
Good job, Jimmy.
Yep. Great to be back.
Oh,
Nothing's changed.
We wouldn't want anything to change either way, so.
Big dick energy.
Oh, we got energy coming in from Austin Rip, who says, "At least I'm not Oh wait.
Yeah.
Well, I
Wow.
appreciate the
It's been
199.
rough.
You can almost feel that one.
Yeah, it's been a rough year for Austin Rip. He suspended for the first two races, and he's missed everything since. Just has not had the speed. Even though the person that filled in for him,
That racing
he
kid,
made the show at Daytona. So it's certainly got to wonder if it's a driver issue there, and not just a team or a car issue.
And
yeah, clearly the car is able to make.
And not just miss the show. He has been bottom of the scoreboard, I feel like, every pre-qualifying. I can only imagine what Incarnation, the team owner, probably getting a little bit antsy. He's got Pepsi money going into that car and nothing coming out of it. So good run for Power Sport Racing. They got both of their uncharted cars into the race, so they'll have a full 4-car team. Be interesting to see what they can do here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park and here in the main qualifying event. Making sure all my settings are right, and we'll get this thing underway. So 10 minutes, much like last time, these guys are only going to get a handful of laps, so they're going to have to make them count.
See how they do.
Once again, Twitch subscribers and Patreons of Amethyst tier or higher will get access to live timing and scoring. You can follow along as this is happening on your TV. You can go on your computer and follow, especially in qualifying. Really important to see where everybody's at, their last lap, their pit stops, if they're moving up or down in the field. Really, really great stuff. We got some Jimmy fans in the chat. Hi, Nort. Wear the scrimp bit emote. I should actually make a shrimp emote. That's a good point.
Just a shrimp.
Yeah.
Just a PNG of a shrimp.
Make a shrimp emote, but you put the Stroll what face on the end of it or something.
Oh my god, the Stroll what is already an emote.
That would be like really small though.
Well, depending on how small you make the shrimp.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Wow, we haven't even started the race yet, guys.
Can you not tell it's been a long week?
Yeah.
I also apologize to all the Twitch subscribers currently. My emotes are just... I tried to reshuffle them
Non-existent.
like a week ago, and Twitch has just not reviewed them. They've been pending for like a full week now. I don't know what's up.
So Twitch has YouTube as a YouTube as
Yeah, where they just don't listen to you. Yeah.
yeah, radical.
That seems to be a lot of companies nowadays.
Please don't spam the chat. Who is this? CodyHGaming. Don't spam, please. That's really not nice.
I was wondering where you were going with
I'm
that.
like, that's gotta be. There's no way it's not.
So pre-qualifying underway here. Nobody set a lap yet. So I think these guys are coming around to finish their first time laps now. Obviously, you got to set a full out lap, and here at CTMP, it's a bit of a long one. So we'll get your ticker once names start coming in.
Oh, we have a name. John Felber.
John Felber, top of the board with a 1 minute 30 lap
Well,
time.
yeah, 1 minute 30 record.
Well,
so he probably crossed the start-finish line while on pit road.
Yep.
I would hope.
And we're just waiting for everyone else to
we're
come
walking.
Yes.
He's at the Dick Hearth speed or whatever from Mid-Ohio.
around. I'll tell you,
He's at the
I've walked
concession
this
stand
track.
right now.
It's not that quick.
Oh, here comes some fast time. Chase the Coyote. Hello, IMU. Janza.
Chase the
Coyotes are
Coyote,
usually pretty fast,
119.0. That's actually pretty quick.
Especially when you're being chased by coyotes, you can be pretty fast.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. Oh, he's getting past Cody here. He's passing his teammate. That 7 is quick.
That's better than wrecking his teammate. So. Yeah. And Jake 24 to the top, a 118.7.
Flying Ryan asks, how does the point standing look? Well, I'll show it after the race, but if you're in the Discord, you can take a look at it any chance you want. Discord's always in the thing below the screen. It's in the S2 announcements channel. All the Season 2 results, announcements, stuff like that. It's all in there. It's a great spot. Jake
Silly
20
season is very interesting.
Silly season's a bit of an adventure.
The one channel I have muted, yeah.
Jake 24 has set a 118.744. Blistering
Yeah,
a quick lap.
Man, I think the Sim series is the only series in the entire world, the entire motorsports world, where silly season starts before the season begins.
In the amateur league especially, I think there were 5 driver changes before the first race. It was interesting, that's for sure.
Does that mean they had to re-buy their fire suits and stuff with different names?
No.
You know, it was
it
so
even
early
worth the
on.
hassle
I don't
at
even
that
think they
Either
were
it's too
ready.
small or so big, or too small or too big, so, you know, not our problem.
They got a sewing machine somewhere. Do it themselves.
Nort
Lazy
says,
bones.
DT, your Discord is wild, and you're absolutely correct.
And Rusty
Wild
Broussard
is probably
goes to the top.
118.608. My
He's
goodness.
a tenth faster than everybody else.
Let's
That's
find
big.
where he's at.
And Chase the Coyote with a 119 flat. So there you go. It's 13th on the board, but you know.
Rusty Broussard with a hell of a lap here.
Okay.
Oh man, I got close.
He's trying to get past Anderson Reed at this point. What Incarnation just went second? We got Carnation Motorsports 1-2. The only drivers in the 18.6s right now.
Chase the Coyote just
Oh,
jumped everybody
oh
by
my
3.
goodness! Chase the Coyote,
Holy
118.311. That 7 is flying.
That's 3/10 faster than Rusty's lap, and we thought that was quick.
0.3 over the rest of the field. That's almost a third of a second. Chase the Coyote has found some clean air and just hooked it up. Right now, Sabretooth 498 also set a decent lap.
Oh, Jake 24 and 118.1 or 118.001.
118.001. Wow, these guys are
Beck
just getting
moves into
faster and
second.
faster.
Jake
Jake
with 118.1, he's in second.
Jake almost broke the 1 minute 18 barrier. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. These guys are picking up time fast. So Mech in second, Carter Friesen is in fourth, and it's Mark Silas. Oh, we've got a subscriber. The Ben Crazy.
Man.
Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you
Jimmy,
so much.
what you laughing at?
That's not even a prime sub. That's a full-on sub.
When drive-through said he's a 3/10 over the field, that's almost a third of a second. I was like, are you kidding?
I thought I heard you almost say something and then stop it. I was like,
Jimmy, do I really want to point it out? Well, now
I mean,
we all got
third-
our fill in, so
a third
should be
is
good.
33. A third is 33.3 though. It was only like 30.
That's why I said
Really.
it's
So
almost
it
a
wasn't
third of a second.
technically- Yeah, it wasn't
Are you trying to
It's
correct
pretty
me?
much the
Close.
same. That's why it was.
That's why I said
It was
almost.
close,
That's
but-
what almost means.
I still thought
Almost
it was really
means
funny.
like close to. It
my
was
gosh.
close to.
Oh, man. With a 118
Got the
Oh
oh
my
top of the board by
God.
1,000.
Mac.
Holy
1,000th ahead of Jake 24 and
Holy
1,000th away from breaking the 118 barrier. What a lap!
That's impressive.
Where's he at? My goodness.
He's probably at home.
Midlife also doing great. So Mechanized Racing sitting first and third right now. KHP also got a good lap in. So did Rolo, surprisingly. One of the worst averages finishes across a 3-race period in Sim Series history.
That No Quarter Motorsports team has had a lot of bad luck this season. A lot of crashes, including crashes that take each other out. So Rolo's been good in qualifying though. Even back at Daytona he's been good at qualifying. It's just the whole race thing that kind of screws him out of a shot to have a win or a good finish.
That was a pretty interesting battle there between the 97-53.
I mean, Mac's quick.
Going
he wants
at
to
it.
get through
We're
these
not even
guys.
in the race yet.
Yeah.
I think he wants to just keep going quicker.
It's just qualifying.
We've got the top 2 fastest cars right here, one behind the other, Jake 24 and Mechanized Chaos, both on a pretty quick lap here. Let's see if they could maybe get below that 1:18 barrier. They've come really, really close.
Well, we're almost here at the end of the session. We're down to that final minute. So this is where we're going to see either people get themselves into a good spot or see how much of a hole they're going to have to dig out of here once green flag drops.
KHP has moved himself up into 5th place. Carter Friesen 7th, Janza 8th, Luke Rainey up to 9th, and Mark Silas into the top 10. Currently struggling at the bottom of the field, the 39 of Trace Ryder with a 119.4. He's over 2/10 off the rest of the field. Ryan Johnson in the 92 and Drive Through in the 77, also not doing well at all.
Gee, I wonder who that is.
Oh my god! More loud bits. Flying Ryan, another 1,000. Thank you.
My goodness.
Thank you so much, dude. You're helping fuel this series, and I love it. Thank you so much, man.
Do you think there's a kinetic chaos?
Wow. Really? That's not even like the opposite of mechanized kinetic. I see what you're going for.
Yeah, I at least saw what he was going for.
It took you a while. I had to think about that in my mind, like over and over again, to make sure I got it right.
Travis says that made me physically recoil.
See, it's been a while. I haven't really been seeing too much of this series for a while, so I don't have much to go off of. So
I
I'm just
almost
like,
took my
alright.
head on my desk. But, you
Oh,
know.
another 500 bits from Flying Ryan. Thank you.
Oh,
You're showering me
What,
today. I
20
appreciate it.
$25 for this?
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay, really selling the Sim series over here.
Well, unlike
Jacob.
Jacob, I appreciate the gesture. Oh my god.
I think that's great.
And Ben just gifted a sub to David.
How about that?
That's awesome, man.
That
That's,
was-
not only was that not a Prime sub, Prime subs are cool, by the way, but not only did you pay for that sub, now you bought one for
Not
David.
only is your subscription
sweet.
pretty lame, but
Well, it was, but now it's cooler, and there's another one.
Okay, I think practice is almost over here.
They never got under the
25
118s. 118.000 is your poll
They
time.
did everything they could just not to do that. It's great.
Mechanized Chaos on top. Then it's Jake 24, Midlife 999, Chase the Cody, KHP01, NASCAR Lover 201. Got a pretty good lap in at the end, which bumps Rolo Racing down to 7th. Then it's Carter Friesen, Janza, and Luke Rainey rounding out the top 10. Now we're going to get a quick little break while we set the order.
Drivers, to your cars.
So we're going to fake a qualifying session and put everyone in order based off of how they practiced. Which is great, except it takes a minute.
This is a good time for all viewers to please report to the restroom and do your business before coming back so you don't miss any of the action.
It's true.
Check out the concession stand, also known as your kitchen.
There's some great fries outside turn 2. I don't know what you're saying. All right, let's set the order.
I tried to think of a joke there and it didn't work.
About fries in turn 2?
Yeah, I was thinking about like, oh, well, why is my house in the middle of turn 2? And I was like, no, it's I can't.
You should have said it.
No, I've already got too many clips of me.
All right, let's do the thing where we sit around here for a few minutes and get everybody in order. That's interesting. Apparently in the simulation it put the driver who got the fastest practice time qualified in dead last. Don't know if I've ever seen that before.
I guess they had an engine that was only worth practice, and then qualifying came around and just gone.
How's everyone doing, by the way? How's September going?
September's going all right. It's a month.
You're not wrong. It is indeed a month.
Yep. We're on break, right? But this isn't
no, they
like
can
a
hear you.
recorded.
They can hear you.
Oh, hi.
I mean, I could pull it
I wasn't
off,
sure. It's like those raw satellite feed. I feel like I've made this comparison before.
which is what?
That this is like those raw satellite feed.
Oh, without the commercial?
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
can hear
could put a commercial on. Hold on. Where's the button? If you're on YouTube, you're a nerd.
What?
I hit the commercial button on YouTube. I don't know if it works. There's an ad button. I'm just testing. I'm just playing around with stuff today.
You really fooled the people out there with ad block.
If you saw an ad, let me know, because then I'll know that that button works. If you didn't
You'll know
see
that
an
they
ad,
are a
and
valued
you're on YouTube,
subscriber
let
because
me
they're
know.
actually making you money.
If you use ad block, kind of a turd. But I also appreciate you being here. But you're also kind of a turd.
But a good one.
But like, yeah,
Sort of.
one of the nice ones, you know, because you're still watching me, and like that's important. And just kind of
But
like, but
no money.
yeah.
I'm kind of broke.
But if you donated, you're like anti-turd. You're the best.
Anti-turd. It's like
Especially if you're
antimatter.
subscribed. Antimatter, anti-turd. I meant that as in like they're the opposite of it, which is a great person. Because you're paying money for a free show. And again, I'd like to remind people that I put all of that money into improving the experience, new games to stream and such. I've finally recently started overhauling my graphics and stuff, which has gotten kind of outdated. But the Sim series looks nice. I'm pretty proud of it.
I mean, there's not too much that you can do to NR to increase the graphics all that much, but
I meant like the ticker and stuff, but that works too.
oh, well, I guess that makes sense. Wait, you don't need money for that.
Oh no, I don't need money for that. But I need money for a camera. Hint, hint. There's a little nugget of wisdom for all you guys watching. Don't tell anyone. This is our little secret.
This is just between you and me.
What a great video.
Larry Mack is a national treasure.
All right, we're getting down to the end here. Did Jacob actually go? I think he did.
He's muted, so.
I think he took that wash and break he was talking about. I better get back quick because I'm actually getting through this order quicker than I normally do.
He's probably a concession stand. Ah, God.
Oh, Jesus, there's an entrance.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, I
all
decided
right.
I should probably go put my dress clothes in the wash since I will need them later this week.
You're
Man,
not wearing your dress clothes in the booth? What?
we're in the back of the van. What are you saying?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
What a sad last row here. 41st and 42nd, drive-through and Trace Rider.
Wow.
ouch.
That really hurts.
Yeah,
Wow, all right, great.
dynamic duo back there.
Okay, we're gonna get this thing on the road.
Oh, I just realized what.
What?
I just realized why they're in the back. Or wait.
What?
But
Huh? No, we were just
You
slow.
said 41st and 42nd. Oh, wait, you're 43rd. Never mind. Wow. Again, we haven't even started the race yet.
there are only 42
Driver,
spots.
cars.
Yeah,
Jimmy, are you okay?
I thought I was. I thought I was in tip-top shape for this.
Sir, it appears you
Gets
are
me every
having
time.
a stroke.
All right, well, let's get to the command here. We got some racing to go.
Bobby Allison.
There we go.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Give your seatbelt a little tug there for me there, buddy. Get a little drink of Gatorade.
Why is Bobby Allison in
That's the fun, all
Canada?
right?
To see the great racing. It's the drive-through sim series. You kidding me? Who wouldn't be here? Chumps. That's who.
Americans?
Wow. Americans can cross borders. Good God.
Bobby Allison forgot his passport. That's why he was unable to attend this race.
What the heck is a slate?
Isn't it like those
It's like stone,
slab-
isn't it?
slabs of stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that's also the
Wait,
That's
no.
also the
It's
it's also
just
the name of the newspaper that's here at my school. But
Oh, that just covers the screen. So I'm looking at the new YouTube streaming things. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't think YouTube knows what the hell is
can
going
we just
on.
dump YouTube already? Like Twitch and
The
Mixer
relationship isn't working.
Also,
It's not
It's not
you,
me. It's not me. It's all you.
It's not me, it's you too.
Yeah.
If you do
I laughed at that.
if you do follow me on Twitch, by the way, I stream a lot more on there than I do on YouTube. So you're just flat out missing out if you're only on YouTube. Anyways, onto the back straightaway goes the field, led by the 97 of Mechanized Chaos and Jake 24. Had a pretty successful season so far. Certainly made headlines out at Daytona. And Mech actually has his teammate behind him. Midlife in the 83. Chase the Cody, in contrast to his team owner, had a fantastic qualifying. This is going to be interesting. We got 42 cars on a tight track with a boom wall. Hopefully they'll be able to get spread out before any early cautions, because we're going to have 50 runners.
Yeah, I would not hold your breath.
Seven cautions is going to be my over
Oh
on
boy.
for this. With that stupid wall in the front stretch that I killed Doggone earlier.
Grab a
Yeah,
drink, everybody. You're going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's going to be a fun while. That's for sure.
They're already beating and banging before they get to the
They're
line.
just going for a little kiss, all right?
Well,
Kiss for
they
good
want
luck.
to knock in those fenders and get all tires sailing off into the wall.
Pace van pulls
Here we
in,
go.
green flag in the air at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. A great start by Chase, not so much by Midlife. He drops way back. Here comes Chase up in a second.
And Chase the Coyote isn't going to chase the chaser as much as he's going to be the chasee here. Up at the front, he's looking good and qualifying. Right, hang on to that second spot. Looks like he'll get it. You're coming off two.
Hanging around the outside of Jake 24. Now he's got the inside through turn 3. He's gone
gonna
from
clear him.
4th to 2nd in a couple of corners. It's a great start by him, but here comes Jake 24. It's not quite over. He's peeking to the inside. Chase blocks him
I got pretty close.
up the hill again
Seriously.
to turn 5.
Jake 24 might lose another spot here to 3 of NASCAR
This
lovers.
is going to be the problem spot, I believe.
Chase is having
That
a
corner
look
right there.
to the inside
That
of
and coming off the-
Mac.
Top 5 is spread out from the rest of the pack.
Down the back straightaway, see how much draft he can pick up from the 97. Maybe have a move into turn 8. Is he close enough?
This is the big,
To the
this is
inside,
the
Mac
big draft
blocks him.
zone.
He wasn't in line very well with the 97 there. I don't think he got enough draft.
But he is
He's
it's
right
a
there
good
on his
spot.
back
right
bumper.
there.
It's a good spot to pass, but the problem is that corner is so sharp. You have to get on the brakes right away, and it's really difficult to get yourself in a position to get underneath somebody and not just clean him out and take him.
Oh, we got a
think
caution.
the-
Whoa, oh, Anderson
Oh,
Reed
oh,
is
Anderson
destroyed.
Reed.
Hit the wall. Oh,
Julio
2
Caesar.
Yeah, Julio Caesar,
Well-
he's involved.
They almost made it one lap.
That's what, coming off of turn 8?
That's
Turn 9?
That's turn 9. So this will be. Here we go.
Say, it's coming off of the final couple of corners.
I did not expect it to happen.
Did the 40... Oh, did the 42 just turn right across?
Anderson
the nose?
Reed's
12?
looking to the
12 get into him?
inside. 42 turns across. Doesn't know the 12 is there, and they're both into the Honda.
Oh, that's a hard hit.
We saw a pretty big
Man.
accident there last season between Trace Ryder and Janza, and this is a pretty similar situation.
Maybe they got distracted by looking into the eyes there on the billboard. I don't know.
I think Anderson Reed was just on the inside. Julio doesn't know he's there. They come
Yeah.
across. You're in the grass, and there's nothing you can do at that point.
He took
I don't
a hard
know.
hit to the driver's door.
I don't know if Julio knew that Anderson Reed was underneath him there, because Julio had a lot to his left side that he could have moved over. I just think his spotter didn't communicate with him, and he had a car on the other side of him.
42 hit similar way that Keselowski did was this past weekend in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Except
up
it wasn't
into
as
the
bad of an
tires.
angle.
It's on the other. It was on the other side.
You didn't have to crawl out into the ground.
You
So
had to
the,
crawl out into the tires.
Yeah.
the pace van will pick up the leaders here, as I think the top 3 crossed the line and raced it back. Everyone else is already all sorted out in single file.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here.
So Mechanized Chaos, your leader, Chase the Coyote in second. Then it's Midlife, Jake 24. NASCAR Lover 201 has worked his way up into 5th, and he's got his teammate KHP01 behind him at 6th. Then it's Carter Friesen, Rollo, Luke Rainey, and Janza just inside the top 10. So I think Anderson Reed might have packed it up, and maybe Julio as well. I mean, we saw how much damage those cars had. I think they're both done.
Yeah, they both
I
took
think
pretty
they're
hard hits, and they
done.
both got towed back to the pits. So I think they thought it would be better just to call it a day than try to attempt to patch that car back
I
up.
mean, both of them hit really hard. Their suspension has to be messed up. A lot of those accidents into those tire barriers, you just can't come back from.
Mm-hmm.
Break an axle or something.
So we're going to pace for another lap here, which means I didn't get a wash and break between streams because I was busy trying to set up chats. So we're going to take a very quick Sim Series race break here, presented by the Outlap, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. And the lights are off on our wonderful Drive-Thru Sim Series pace van, which means we're getting ready to go green here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. And a very early caution. We're only on, what are we on? Lap 4? 51? So, still got a long way to go, and already 2 retirements. Like I said earlier, hopefully these guys will have a chance to spread themselves out before any more chaos comes, any more hearts are broken.
I think with the single file restart, it will allow them to spread out a little bit easier.
So pacing through turn 8 right now, Mechanized Chaos is going to take the green flag. I wonder if Chase the Coyote's going to be as hungry as he was early on. We got 3 Toyotas at the front of the field. And
it depends on how strong he thinks his car is, that's for sure. Because if he thinks he has a good car, he may just sail it down in turn 1 and try and get underneath the mech.
Out of turn 10, green flag out pretty early here. Some of these guys hitting the gas midway through the corner. That can get dangerous. The 83 of midlife all over the back of Chase the Coyote. Here he is looking to the inside.
Inside, not going to be enough.
Doesn't get a good enough exit.
That was a good block.
Yeah.
If I was a 7 right now, I'd be concerned because you want to stay on the back bumper of the leader, not lose track of him, but you also want to conserve your car for the long run. So I don't know. That's a tricky balance right there.
I think if it was a little bit later on in the race, trying to put a little bit more of a stink for that spot with Chase the Coyote. But right now, it's only lap 5. It's not worth making a big move in turn 1 just quite yet.
I think this is going to be the corner where you're going to see all the passes go on.
Well, if they can set them up, get a good enough exit out of turn 5 here, and then draft on the straightaway, they can have a great run into turn 8. And it looks like Chase is peeking out a little bit too early there.
It doesn't look like that anybody wants to follow exactly in line with the car in front, though. So they're not getting the full effect of the draft like they would.
We got a 22 here of Mark Silas all over the back of Janza, and he's all over the back of Rollo.
We got a little bit of a train there.
3 cars bumper to bumper. Out of turn 10 they come.
Quite a formation there.
And it looks like
not easy to do.
We did manage to complete a lap under green. And the field's still okay. Trace Ryder rounding out the back. Chase the Coyote
still on his back bumper again.
He's right there. He's all over the back of him. He's right on board here with Mechanized Chaos.
Going through the gears.
Into the braking zone of turn 5. Chase still staying a little bit off of him. See if we can get a good exit here out of 5B. Not really.
These guys are swinging it out of there.
Onto the Andretti straightaway. Now he's right behind the 97. He's tucked up, trying to get as much draft as he can. Looking to close that gap, maybe. As the top 10 or so are all single file, pretty well spread out at this point.
I don't know why, but it doesn't seem like that they're carrying that much draft through the Andretti straight. I'm not sure.
I mean, it's tough because it's not that straight in itself.
Well, yeah.
Well, plus, like I mentioned earlier, it's tough to get a run, go to the inside of somebody, and complete the pass in that turn 8. It is such a hard corner. Those guys are going to be on the brakes early. I'm sure that they don't want to be running at each other, trying to make moves, especially this early on in the race. I think these guys are going to be looking to ride around more and just kind of stay in contention until we get to the latter stages of this.
Yeah, and I think that with the Andretti straight having an uphill section at the very end, it kills a lot of momentum moving forward. So
yeah.
I mean, most of the field here is just sitting on their own. They've all got some space. Everyone's being polite for now.
Oh man, they got real bunched up there.
Yeah.
Let's see if they close up at all on this straightaway here. You've got midlife behind Chase. A couple car lengths back, but he's got draft from the 97 as well. So I think everyone's just kind of drafting off each other. There's no big advantages here. Although here's Mark Silas to the inside of Janza, yeah. Turn 8.
He's going to have the advantage coming through this. Wow.
That's exactly what I was talking about. That
he's not giving up.
So tight there.
Almost
so
made
tight.
Contact there.
One mistake.
That's
And
gonna work.
You
He's
and the
got.
car on the outside are going to go into the
He's going to take the position.
cleared him.
It's tough because if you're on the inside through turn 8, you've got to hang around the outside of 9 to then be in position to complete the pass in turn 10. And for Mark Silas, that was pretty well done.
It's all about carrying speed through that corner. Just got to figure out the right balance.
So move
That's
the
what
20.
That's
Mark
really
Silas
road
was
course
top
racing
10.
in general.
Yeah. And Chase is all over the back of the 97 again.
He doesn't want to lose sight of him. Even if it is this early on in the race, he does not want to lose sight of the leader right now. Might not want to pass him right now, but he wants to keep him within reachable distance.
Keep in mind, you
Looking
get,
coming up off
There
oh,
he
you got a
goes.
great exit out of the corner.
6.
You get 5 bonus points for
Go.
leading a lap, 5
I
more if
think
you lead the most.
I think
Dove
Mech
to
got
the
a little
inside
too
right
much
out of
into.
6.
I think Mech overdrove it a
And he's
little
gonna
bit.
Exit.
Yeah,
He's
that's what
cleared
I
him.
was thinking. He got into the dirt.
Yeah, and that really hampered his
leader.
exit. So Chase the Cody, getting out front. Drive Through Racing Ventures number 7 to the lead. We still have this Toyota Camry 1, 2, 3. Good run for them today. And oh, J24 was close behind them, but ran pretty wide through
Really
turn
wide.
10.
Drove it there.
And now he's
on,
dropped way
though.
back. And behind him, the DEI teammates, the 3 and the 8 of NASCAR Lover and KHP. Carter Friesen having a pretty good run here as well. He's up into 7th. Another one of these uncharted guys who's made every single start and done pretty well for himself. Should be happy with his points so far. Mech is now dropping back a little bit, maybe into the clutches of his teammate.
Yeah,
So,
I think
Mark-
7's got the best car right now.
Mark Silas has actually set the fastest lap of the race back in 10th spot with the 1:18.294. The fastest lap before that was from Mech. It was a 1:18.7. So some of these guys towards the middle of the pack are looking pretty speedy back.
He also has a little bit of breathing room right now. A lot of the guys at the front are pretty close together, but now that Mark Silas has passed Jans, he's got some space up to Rolo, who's the next car in front.
Yeah, and draft could have also had a factor in that too, but
Boy, I think Midlife is trying to stay off his team owner a little bit, but Jake24 is not quite as patient.
yeah, he's definitely eager to get that spot.
Here he goes. Couldn't quite do it
just
there.
didn't get a good corner exit. Midlife got the better.
Well, it's tough when you're on the inside. You got to stay off the other car coming out of that turn. You had to get way out of the gas and drop back behind the 83 of Midlife.
And it's not a very wide circuit, so you really have to manage your space around this circuit.
So Chase the Cody now starting to pull away. He's got about a second lead over Mechanized Chaos in second place.
I think he'll be keeping this lead for a while.
Yeah, we've seen how quick
Yeah.
that car's been.
If it's not him that's the fastest right now on the track, it's definitely the 22.
Yeah, he's
been
now
up
caught
there.
up to Rollo over the
But
last
here's the thing:
lap.
if you look at the lead, Chase the Coyote had a 1:18.6. The closest lap behind him, well, you got to go all the way back. Well, it keeps going. The next thing that's close is a 1:18.8, which is sent by Jake24. He's stuck in traffic. If he
That's
gets
the
by
only
some of
thing
that, he
hindering
may
him
be
right
able
now.
to give. Yeah, he may be able to give Chase a run for his money if he can get by the teammates of Mechanized Chaos and Life 999.
That's a lot of cars to pass, though. And especially,
Yeah,
like I
he's-
said, this is a very narrow circuit, so you got to manage your space very well. It's very treacherous. I don't know if he has enough time before green flag pit stops to get around all these guys.
And he now has the 3 of NASCAR Lover KHP01 all but right on his back bumper. So he's got pressure from in front and he's got pressure from behind. And you can see that some of that momentum that he had and giving up about 2-3 car lengths between him and the back bumper of that 83.
We may not have side-by-side racing, but these guys still have a lot to focus on. Jake24 has to nail every corner, otherwise that 3 is just going to take advantage. And they've got
Well,
quite
a driver's
train
mentality, a driver's mentality is not to be entertaining. They're strategic. They have to be tactical about the way that they go about things. Teammates side by side there, 3 gets the better of it, but you know, if it doesn't benefit you in this situation as a driver to be side by side, then you don't need to be.
And I think that's what Midlife is sticking to right now. I mean, he's got his team owner in front of him. Doesn't really need to be making aggressive moves. He's just sitting behind the 97. They're in pretty good track position right now. Yeah, they're losing out to the 7 a little bit, but I don't know if Midlife would be quick enough to reel him in.
He's running a different line, and I think maybe he has a better car than the 97 and is just trying to stay behind. Not wanting to push any sort of bad move here. Especially this early on. We saw how that ended up with the 12 and 42 on lap 1.
Back of the field shaking up a little bit. Xander M has been passed. He's now sitting in the last place. Well, last place still driving. Of course, we have the 2 retirements from Julio Cesar in the 42 and Anderson Reed in the 12. Still pretty busy back here. We got Hello IMU all over the back of... that's Brad Flynn in the 16. Hunter B also driving the 79 this week.
That's a really nice looking car.
You know, sometimes I wish they'd keep recoloring the FedEx schemes.
Why did they stop doing that?
I don't know. Maybe it's
like
just a general branding thing.
I think that was one of the reasons why I even liked Denny Hamlin as a kid.
52 of Nitro XP, pretty close behind his teammate, DS Gaming.
Oh, he's right there. Wow. I thought he was going to get into the back of him there going through that corner.
I think he would have made a dive had that not been, you know, fellow Power Sport racing entry.
Big much 92 looking over there in 41.
Ryan Johnston,
Couldn't do anything,
McShane. They're all kind of hammed up. When you get these drivers who have to back off because they're on someone else's bumper, it's a couple corners later and you've got a train.
Yeah, it just stacks up.
So let's go take a look at the situation at the front here.
Wow.
There's Chase. There's the rest of the field.
I told you he's going to be leading for a while.
It's looking a lot like the Amateur League race when Big Daddy just pulled away in the first stint.
That name never gets old.
He's got 3 seconds now over second place Mechanized Chaos. So a great run so far for that 7 car. And look at the train behind him. See NASCAR Lover 201 maybe trying to work the back of the 25 a little bit. Again, he was kind of running half a lane to the right of the 25 down the straightaway. Maybe not taking advantage of the full effect of the draft just yet.
That's what I'm concerned with, is why wouldn't they? Because it maybe track position right now doesn't matter all too much, but you also want to figure out what your car does when it's side by side with other cars, because your car can handle way different in those situations, and you want to see how it reacts so that when you go make your pit stop, you can make the necessary changes to make it comfortable for you on the last run. But right now, everybody's being pretty conservative.
Boy, Chase has a big lead. My goodness.
Yeah,
he
I know.
is
Just gone.
He gained, oh my goodness. He set a 118.8. Mech did a 119.5. So he just cut another 6.5 tenths.
I don't know if it's tire conservation or what.
Ooh, we
Chase
got
is
a
just
battle
driving the
brewing.
wheels off
Can't
that
do
thing,
it.
and here comes
And now we got another battle.
I had
Jansen
22.
tried it.
Overdrove a little bit in the
Just
turn
couldn't do
5,
it.
but got a good run out of the corner. And now Jansen might be under attack here from Benpai, who's got a lot of draft. Just a little bit too far back right now. So still pretty single file. In fact, I think entirely
And then
single file.
car.
Mm-hmm. Now, the next thing you gotta wonder is when are these down to pit?
Oh,
When will we see these guys do strategy calls? Like, nobody's pitted thus far. Everybody that is on the racetrack right now has not come onto pit roads. They're on the same tires that they started with, and they haven't come down for fuel. So it'll be interesting to see what strategy they try to pull to try and get themselves up and kind of bury Chase in traffic. See if he can try and fight his way to the front. Otherwise, some other guys like Jake 24, KHP, Carter Friesen, whomever, might be able to have a shot to get to the lead and try and hang on.
and let's
I
take a
think
look
that's the
here
only
at
way
the
they're going
fuel
to catch
window.
up to the 7.
All right.
Seriously, he's got a almost 4.5 seconds.
Okay, so they're projected 41 laps on fuel.
I'm sure that's gonna change though. So.
Well, they're definitely going to have to
I don't
pit
know,
once
30.
in this race.
Yeah.
And like I said in the
I'm gonna
Amateur
say
League
it-
race, you've got a track where you're not going to lose a lap by pitting early. So some of these guys might cut the run in half. Some of them might even pit early because then they won't have to pit under caution later on. We're not sure how effective new tires are. I mean, these drivers don't really know either. It's really, really open at this point. And the lead is really, really open at this point as well. That was another 7/10 of a second that Chase the Cowdy just pulled out of second place Mechanized Chaos. That 7 is unstoppable.
I think that pitting early is the way to go to get around this 7. There's no cautions. I mean,
Well, you say that, but we saw the exact opposite happen in the Amateur League race, where David Alvarez was sitting in 16th. Everyone else came in. He stayed out. He got a couple laps in clean air and managed to jump all the way up into 5th place. So it could also be a traffic factor where these guys just aren't going as quickly through the turns, all tucked in behind one another. And if you're the one guy doing something different, it could be an advantage, whether that's pitting early or pitting later.
that might be why we aren't seeing much passing right now. Everybody's bunched up and they're not able to get any sort of run on their own.
Yeah, Carter
See,
freezing.
they try here, but it just does not work.
Yeah, just not quite there. They're all entering turn 8 in these little packs of cars.
Haven't these 3 been nose to tail for the entire race so far?
No, the 00 and the 47 have been close together, but Mark Silas has actually passed both of them pretty recently. So he's up in a 9th place, now looking at the back of Luke Rainey. That 22 is still pretty quick.
I think he's feeling limited right now. He should know that he has a good car, just there's too many cars to pass here and it's just slowing him down.
And he can take his time.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, Mech looked really slow through turn 3 there. A big train of cars forming behind him. The mechanized racing express into turn 5.
Well, we've seen his teammate make, little moves like that.
Oh,
Whoa! Oh my
careful
goodness,
now.
they don't. Yeah, I think
That was close.
I think that the 97 is way slower than all these guys behind them. They're just scared to make a move, or they just cannot. Just not able to overcome the draft.
I still think Midlife is
Drafting it.
taking it easy here.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
they're-
think that he could easily pass the 97 if he wanted to.
Yeah. Look at this train of cars, my goodness. Just a huge line, and they're now 5.5 seconds down the road from Chase the Cowdy, who's still pulling out about 6 or 7 tenths every time around.
That guy's in a world of his own right now.
Seriously.
It'll be a huge disappointment if he doesn't win this race, seriously.
Absolutely dominating.
Well, we saw it last season from...
We have a caution, guys.
Oh, we got a yellow. The 66 and the
the
98.
66 and
Uh-oh.
So that's Astro.
Asteroid
Oh, it's the
Strike and
same
Sabertooth
It's the
wall.
same
corner. And it looks like
They're
Pure
hemmed
barely
up in
survived this one,
traffic.
'cause this
Oh,
was
boy.
right behind him. Holy
It's the same thing.
That's almost
It was
an
the exact
replay.
same.
crash.
Sabertooth in the
The
66.
Even the way that they
Hit the wall.
they hit the
impact
wall.
was exactly
and
the same.
The impact was the same, and the way that they
Well,
sat
you know what?
afterwards.
This happened a little bit earlier. Last time we saw whoever was in front come across, but this time it looks like the 66 of Sabertooth is about half a lane higher than where he should be, and he makes contact with the 98
but the
early
98
on.
did cross. The 98 did kind of still keep making the turn after the turn was there, but
That
still.
was the exact same crash that we just saw.
Huge hit for Astro
just with two
Strike.
different cars.
Let's ride on board here with the 98 and just
Asteroid
have a
Strike.
listen.
Someone get a screenshot of those two cars sitting in those spots after they crashed and compare them to the first wreck, because I think it's the exact same. Oh,
just a heavy impact.
Hard impact, yeah.
I can hardly believe that was I wonder if we can find some funky camera angles of this. I don't know how much this will show.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. All right, funky is right.
Ouch.
So I
You
think
got your wish.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if
So now what do we do for pit strategy?
well, I think everyone's gonna. Well, you can make it to the end if you come in, but are they gonna do it? If you stay out,
Well, I think it's going to be close if they and make it to the end. But,
no, they can do 40 laps. They'll be fine.
but
But
I'm thinking
I
they're going to be
wouldn't be
closer
surprised if some guys stay
5.
out, especially the guys in the back, because that's immediate track position. I don't even
Yeah.
know what Chase is gonna do here.
I think Chase should pit.
I think if Chase pits, everybody else should stay out. So that way they can come pit.
But they
have
still
fresher
have to
tires.
pit. So
Well, yes, but the strategy with that is they put Chase all the way at the back of the field, so he has to go through everybody, and then everybody comes down, gets fresh tires, catches up to him, catches up to Chase the Coyote on all the older tires, and there you go.
Well, this is gonna be interesting here.
But looking
I
at
still
timing
would
and
do it.
scoring, it looks like nobody pitted. So it
No,
looks
they're
like these
they're
guys
gonna
are
be
gonna
coming
try
in
and
this
make it.
time, aren't they?
Oh yeah, well, I lights are still on the pace card, maybe,
Yeah, they are then.
but
I believe so. Because I don't
'Cause
think
last-
Chase got the yellow flag. I think it came
Chase
out after
didn't
he
get
was
the yellow,
passed.
but Chase didn't, but everybody else behind him did.
So I believe pits
And
are
we
also
also,
down this time.
and we also don't have any lap down cars, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't be on extra
Yeah.
long.
There are 4 cars out of the race, and it's
Well, here they
Asteroid,
come.
Sabretooth, Julio,
Everybody's
and
doing
Anderson, and so far it looks like everybody's pitting. Yeah, you're right.
Is
See if
anyone
there's anybody
gonna
bold that
make?
stays out.
That'll be a ballsy move. Let's take a look here. I don't think anyone's gonna do it just because they can make it to the end.
Yeah.
I mean, if we go green, and we've seen long green flag runs.
Well, it doesn't look like that anybody's really hindered by having worn tires, so
Yeah, everybody's
maybe
coming
they
in.
feel
Wow.
confident.
Well, it's going to be
See who
battle of the
wins
pit
this
crews
race
here.
off pit road. Yeah.
Max got the advantage of that first pit box, so I'm sure we'll see him pull out in front.
I don't think anybody's gonna make like a 2-stop or 2-tire
Here we
strategy
go.
call.
Oh,
Chase beats him
but
still.
Do I
Chase
get
beat
it?
him barely.
It's going to be the same order.
Not
no,
a
it
great
won't.
Pretty
stop
much,
for
yeah.
Jake 24.
The 8 got
KHP, he may have moved up a couple
Completely
spots there,
sidetracked.
yeah.
Yeah, KHP
lost
lost
about
a
3
lot of
spots there.
Yeah. Goodness. Where is Jake 24 going?
I'm not sure. That
gonna warm
was
the tires up, I
that's,
guess.
That's one
Going
of
to
the more
find out why
interesting
his
lines.
number is 25 and not 24.
It's a very good question because the 24 was available when you chose. I would like to point out.
Well, you know, minor detail.
Okay, well, the 3 of NASCAR Lover 201 and the 33 of Carter Friesen are your big winners through the pit stops. They've moved themselves
Yeah, wow,
up
I
into
didn't even
4th
notice
and
that.
5th. So great stop by the 33 team. Luke Rainey also picking up a ton of spots. The 8 fell back quite a bit. What Incarnation also moving up. Pretty good stop for the
Good for the
95.
Pepsi team.
So I think it was a pretty standard pit stop for everybody else. The order looks largely the same. And the lights are out on the pace van, which means we're going to go green this time. Which is nice. They're going to let us go without pacing an extra lap. It's fantastic.
Well, I think we're going to see just about the same thing that we saw before.
These guys have had a chance to make adjustments, so I don't know if that's entirely true. We know Chase is quick.
We'll see.
And we know the 97 is not. Beyond that, not really. Well, we're going to find out here because we're going to start lap number 21 of 51. So just over 30 to go. The pace van pulls into the pits, and Chase the Coyote, who's been dominant so far, takes the green flag here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park.
It's actually pretty an even restart there.
Luke Rainey
Comes
looking to the
Luke
inside
Rainey.
of Jake. Pretty
And,
aggressive move into turn 1. Now he's going to be on the
Not gonna
outside through turn
complete
2. That's a tough pass
Somebody
to make.
just got shot in the background.
He's got to hang around through a bit of grass. Now the inside of
That would have
turn
been my
3.
door closing, Jimmy.
And
Not quite
Oh,
clear.
just
They're
can't
still
clear
battling. Jake 24 holding on to the bottom. Now Rainey on the outside through turn 4. And then he'll have the inside in the hairpin. And hopefully be able to complete that move.
that. Yeah, now he's got him.
Oh, wait.
The 0-0 and the 47.
Now he's gonna try to
also
look
side by
under.
side.
Now he's gonna look under Carter.
Oh, the 3 of NASCAR Lover 201 has moved up into 3rd place. He's gotten past the blocker, if you will, of midlife.
Looks like now that they're getting into race mode here.
But look how even Chase and Mech are. They're
Whoa!
not gapping each other.
Almost some contact between
Man.
55 and
Rusty
Rusty
Broussard,
Broussard
Ben
and
Pye.
Ben Pye. Here comes
Careful,
84 of
danger
F1
zone.
fan.
We're good.
Yeah.
Don't want to be side by side coming out of turn 8.
Great billboard placement, and the 55
Yeah, somebody
clears the
can't
20.
figure out where to put billboards again. Reminds me of Daytona.
Now F1 fan looking to pass his teammate here.
And oh, he should have it. Yeah.
Might
I
not
legitimately
quite
don't
clear.
remember Daytona having billboards ever, but maybe I just have bad memory.
Boy, the 0-0 and the 47 have been battling for a number of laps here. We're seeing a lot of action here on track. The top 10 or so still single file, but Janza and Rolo side by side. Longtime friends now racing against each other on 2 totally different teams. Janza up the inside through turn 5.
I don't think these guys have ever been on a team before in NR.
Good point, actually. Probably true.
Well,
Midlife trying to work back a little bit at the NASCAR Lover 201. Not quite anything there. And we're back to single file across the first half of the field.
Oh, well, we got
a move.
We lost the camera for a second there. But here comes the 53 on the 52. Almost getting together through turn 9. And Richard Herman's going to make the move stick.
Wow!
Kid almost 52 drove it in hard on that outside, and Cody's gonna try.
That was an
Take advantage of that,
aggressive
too.
pass.
Cody
And I think
to the
he's going to
inside
complete it
now.
right here. And now he's going to get passed again by CodyHGaming.
Emmett Lashbrook looking as well.
Nitro
Well, at
XP
least
losing a
Cody
pair
might
of
make it.
spots. Cody trying to hang around the outside down the hill, turn 2.
We've seen it work before. Whoa! 52 got a little wiggle there.
And up into turn 3. Now Cody's going to have the inside again. Hopefully, maybe to clear Nitro XP. Not quite.
As long as Cody keeps the momentum turn forward here, he should have it through 5 and 6 in the hairpin.
That's where we've seen most of the passes take place. It takes them a full lap to do it. But once they get back
Yeah.
around to turn 5, they can finally make that stick. And CodyHGaming moves up.
It's gonna work.
Got
52 overdrove it. Give the position to the 28.
So at the front now, Chase is
Front
not
3.
quite pulling away
Wow.
here.
That is really
like I
surprising.
said, Mech must have made an adjustment. He has kept it pretty close to the back.
It
bumper
seemed
of
like to
seven.
me that Mech was tight before, but I think he took some ledge out, and now he's working just fine.
He's right back in it, but he's got a mirror full of the Intimidator here. NASCAR Lover 201 sitting in 3rd place. He's on a roll. He's moving quick.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just set an 18.4. The leader's setting 18.7s and 18.8s. So that 3 is hauling. Wouldn't be surprised if he was pretty aggressive here, making his way to the front.
I mean, it is the black number 3, so.
Well, we'll see if he tries to rattle somebody's cage here for the win coming up.
Top 3 still pretty close together. Rest of
Downhill
the top
section.
10 single file.
I mean, nobody really tried to make a pass or anything. Nobody's close enough to do that coming into 5.
Rolo's dropped back a little bit. He's gotten passed by the 47, and now he's got Carnation all over the back of him, but he's got his teammate under him. Rusty Broussard peeking
It's
to the inside.
underneath. Can't do it.
You won't get a good exit out of there, not like that.
You need to have the inside going into that hairpin. You can't do it. You can't do it halfway.
2 more teammates here, KHPO1 and Mark Silas, side by side to
Mark
turn
Silas.
8.
This is where things get ugly.
Coming
Ooh,
really close
they're good.
together. But it looks like he'll be able to
They're
make
gonna
the move
get close
stick.
again.
And Yeah, looks like Jansen might try to go to the
And
of it. Hey,
got it.
Clear.
Jans is just trying to pick off whoever's on the losing
And
end
now
of
here
this.
he goes.
Here he comes to the
Down
inside
to
of
turn
Mark
one.
Silas.
Drove it in pretty deep. It's going to be close to clearing him up off turn 1. Just not.
We might see these guys go side by side for the rest of the lap until turn 5 here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Got really close. These guys have been battling for this spot most of the day. So these guys have been fighting for that 9th, 10th spot.
It's those three right there, the 47, 22, and 00. Those guys have been fighting for position.
Yeah, we've seen
That same position all day.
great battles here in midfield.
Whoa, they got close. Yeah.
Careful,
And I
guys.
think he's going to get...
Oh.
No, wow.
A little bit of a
And he's
pinch
going to
there.
run him off the curb there. And
Going
he's
to open the
take-
door for Rolo, though.
Janza just putting the elbows out a little bit. Manages to complete the move on Mark Silas. Now Rolo's got a straightaway
we saw
full
Mark
draft.
really strong early on, and now he's falling back. He's fallen back 2 positions since the restart. Gotta wonder if he made the wrong adjustment.
Both him and Chase the Coyote have just been not quite as quick as they were before.
I don't think necessarily that that the 7 made a bad adjustment. I think the 97 just got better with his adjustments.
Yeah,
That
because
caution.
he's still setting 1:18.8, so those are still quick laps.
Yeah. It could also be that he's not on very rough tires yet, because it took him a while to pass the 97, but when he did, he was already on pretty scuffed tires. Was able to pull away, and you can see a little bit of a gap forming.
Rest of the field still single file, dropping down into turn 4. I love this camera angle.
That last time by, Mech was a 10th faster than Chase was, so it's not like Mech has really lost too much, because he's looking faster than Chase right now. He just needs to find a way to get to him and eventually get by him here.
Got a battle for 3rd brewing here. 83 wants some revenge.
Midlife 9999. He had a pretty bad run out of turn 5, although he was just barely to the inside of the 3. Now he's sort of dropping back a little bit more. The rest of the field here still single file. I saw a battle between where
Wow,
Goky's
look at that.
But here's the 6 and the 61.
61 right on the back of the 6.
Pure and
Ow.
McSpook Boy. 2 of the chase-off drivers from last season. It looks like these guys are just having trouble getting a good run out of the corners when they're tucked up under someone.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
39 of Trace Riders moved up a little bit. He was down in 42nd before. He's up to 33rd. So he's made up some ground. Not just on the cars who have wrecked out of the race.
Mech is closing in a bit. A
I
little
think
more than he did before. Ooh,
Chase
he
is
overdrove
also-
it a little bit.
Chase might be
And he
managing that
definitely
gap
did not
too.
get a good entry.
I don't think he got a good exit either. And that allows the 3 to catch up.
So
now
now
battle
battle
for
for
second.
to pull away.
You can see the 82
Yeah.
here blocking the 33 of Carter Friesen, trying to prevent
Oh
him
my
from
goodness,
getting
he's
to the
right
bottom.
there.
He's going to
It's those
sit
kind
on the
of
bottom of the
things.
Bump
track.
drafting down the Andretti straight.
Carter
It's those
Friesen
kind of
still
things
having
for
a
Mech
peak.
that's going to hurt him
Oh
trying to
my
get
gosh,
back to that
he's
7
right-
later on.
Same with the 3
And
and the
now
97.
the 3's right there.
Yeah,
Energy with
he's
the energy.
really close.
25
Oh
bits,
my
thank
gosh.
you. I appreciate it. We've had a great stream donation subwise, so thank you guys so much. This has been fantastic. I love this show. And you know, we had an off week, but here we are. We're back at it, and even bigger and better than ever
Yeah.
before.
It's fantastic.
Great action here within the top 5. You saw Midlife down the Andretti straightaway was sitting on the right side of the track, not letting Carter Friesen get a bumper underneath him. At 33.
He's still not.
It's like grandma coming over into the right
Into the what now?
slow to 40 because they won't speed up. That's what Carter Friesen's feeling right now, and he's not loving it.
Oh, they get
Man,
so
those guys
close
all
together.
stacked up there. Wow.
Seriously.
Well, that's allowed none of them to get a good run out of the corner. And they're going
It's
to
like a
stay
rubber
single
band.
file.
This thing, it's like a rubber band. This field's going to snap right back together, and it has. About the top 7 are all within probably 7/10 of each other.
This is pretty close here. Chase not able to pull away. The 97 staying close. The 3's been all over the back of him, but not close enough for a pass. And we still have quite a few laps left.
Yeah, we're just barely past halfway.
Back the
And
fields.
they can make it to the end.
Yeah, they can.
Yes. Yeah, they should be good to go to the
So
end.
now it's just who can conserve the tires the best.
I think so.
Who's got the best long-run car?
I think it's still the 7, but
Well, again, Mech was a tenth and almost 2/10 faster than Chase that last time by. So Mech has a strong car, and so far he's been able to keep it in one piece and still have a shot at catching the 7. He just can't make the mistakes like he did earlier. Right here in turn 5, going wide, coming into turn 6. That's something he can't do if he wants to get to the
Whoa,
7.
the 3
That
tried.
was close there between the 3.
NASCAR Lover 201 looking a little bit racy. Sitting on the bottom of turn 5. Now he's
I think the
pulling
3
out
has
the draft, though.
good car. I think he has a good car in certain spots, but I don't think he's going to be as good at catching the 7 or passing the 7 as Mech will. I think Mech has the faster at this point in the game.
Jens is fixing to pass the 8 here soon.
Yeah, he's been
He's
pulling
right on
away
his back
from
bumper.
the 22 and the 00, who he was battling earlier. Now he's caught onto the back of this train of cars sitting behind the leader.
And I believe he's in the top 10 with that spot, right?
He's sitting in 9th place.
Yes.
So you've got the top 9 cars here pretty close together, and a bit of a gap to Mark Silas in the 22.
So the fastest lap of the race right now belongs to 5th.
Savage.
Toy Show.
Wow, that was set pretty recently.
118.2.
Huh.
Yeah.
Where's he at?
25th.
Wow.
11 and a half seconds behind.
Well,
I guess he's strung a good one together there. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, he really hasn't been much of a factor all day, even qualifying and stuff.
Yeah.
Just haven't said his name at all.
I think he just
So-
nailed a lap.
Well, looks like he has a lot of room in as well, because Hunter B's about half a second in front of him,
Boy, that
so he
adds
doesn't
up.
have too much traffic to deal with. This top 3 is still pretty close together.
97's catching up, though. Closer than he has been for the past 5 laps.
Well, last time by, Mech did have the faster lap than Chase. So
It seems when he gets close, he just ends up overdriving it a little bit, like he's encountering dirty air, and it just
well, you gotta
gives
wonder
him
if the
that arrow
97
push.
You gotta wonder if he's trying to move out of the line at the 7's running, try and find grip at another spot on the track. It may not work, and he may lose, but then he at least knows not to go back to that zone on the racetrack and need to find a different way to get to the 7 and get by him.
I don't know, man. It seems like that he's just encountering a lot of arrow push when he gets to the back bumper of the 7. Just
No, and I
not able.
I think Chase is better on this end of the speedway, and Mech is better from the Andretti stretch up to the start. That's going to be something going to be big once we get to the end, because it's that second part of the track that really,
This is
really
where
matters.
everybody rubber bands right here.
Yeah.
He's gonna take a wide arc there, gonna look down.
He's
Not
gonna follow
quite
the
able to
7,
get
but
anything.
The three tried to cut underneath, and he's Jansen.
That's the 3's best
Hey,
spot, and it's just not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jans is
Tried
just
to cut underneath, but everybody else has such a good launch coming off turn 6. It just doesn't quite work.
Jans
What
just
a perfect time to
cleared
get
the 8
congestion.
here. He's that 47's up into 8th place. He's moving forward. When a lot of people are having trouble doing it, he's making the passes. Well, KHB's still close behind him.
Tell you what, Carter Friesen has been on the back bumper of the 83 since the flag dropped,
Yeah, I don't know how he
and
hasn't
he's
knocked it off.
still
yet.
not able to get around him. He obviously
Mike
has the
Martin.
faster car here, just cannot get around him.
That last time by, Mech was a half a tenth faster than Chase again. So Mech has the stronger car. It's super difficult to pass.
It's a tough track.
Yeah. It's not going to be any easier next week when we're in Toronto.
Oh boy.
Because the walls are a lot closer to the racetrack than they are.
Mech takes a wider arc here. I didn't that time, actually.
And you see the 3 trying to dive again. It's
That's
just
his
if you
only
run
good
that,
spot right there.
if you run that outer line, you get a better launch off the corner than when you have to try and cut it down to the bottom, because you get less wheel spin when you're trying to cut it down to the bottom. And that's just something that the 3 is gonna have to learn here as time goes on.
Good news. At
Well,
some
maybe
point,
his-
the YouTube chat started working, which is nice.
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't.
Perfect.
That was a headache, and now it's fine. Great. Cool. I'd like to have those 10
Love
minutes
that.
of my life back. Goodness.
We
Anyways,
can make it up with 10 minutes of this.
the battle for second still tight.
yeah. Chase Coyote is able to pull that gap just a little bit in his favor there.
I think
I
if
can
the
honestly say I
3...
wasn't paying attention, so I have no idea what Mech did there that cost him some of that time. But oh, there it is. Chase Coyote was 0.3 faster than Mech that last time by. Mech did not have a good lap.
I think that if the 3 lays back and gets a good run through the hairpin, he can get around the 97 by the time they get around the start-finish line.
It takes a full lap to set up a pass here, because you got to get a good exit out of 5
So you watch
to
here.
then be on the inside through 8, and then
He's
you
going
can.
to be right on him.
There he goes.
He's going to look
there
down,
he goes.
Cuts.
And
he's
not
got-
quite enough. That's
Well,
better
he had
than
a
it
better
was
shot.
last time.
Carter's going underneath midlife here.
Finally. And he's got a run. Like, I told you,
Carter's got help.
he's got
Had a
Luke
good
Rainey's
run off the
draft.
corner.
He might clear him
And he
before
is
turn
gonna-
8 here. He does.
Wow,
And
what
he
a
will.
strong move by Carter right there. Moves up
And
into
Carter did the
fourth place.
same. Carter did the same thing that NASCAR lover's been. He just got the 83 in a bad spot where he wasn't expecting Carter to pull down, because he hasn't been doing it every single lap, and Carter was just able to put the hammer down and pull away coming out of turn 6 up the hill.
Very well executed. So up into 4th place. Let's see if he has anything to say for NASCAR lover and mechanized chaos here.
Now, Mech and NASCAR lover were both just about half a tenth or so faster than Chase. So, but the big issue with that is that when Chase was 0.3 faster, he extended that gap to half a second. So all of the work that Mech has been doing for the last 15, 20 laps here on this run is out the window because of one bad lap. Chase has to keep up this consistency if he wants to stay out in front of guys like Mech and NASCAR lover, because they're fast, but they're not really consistent with it. That's the key here.
3 wasn't able to make a move. Look at Carter. Looks
Getting
in the
loose
inside
there.
of 3.
Oh, Jansen just lost a lot of spots.
Janza went way wide
off
coming
the
out of
6.
5. And he's already
Not
lost
worked
one
well.
spot to the 8. Now Mark Silas is looking for a pass. So not a great set of corners there for the 47. That's undone this past 5 laps of work.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's
Rough
amazing.
for him, rough for that.
One little
now he's-
mistake
now he's
sets you
back.
back so much.
And you don't want to drive frustrated, because that's just going to mess up your consistency even more.
Because then you make one bad move and you take yourself and another car into the tires. And
Drivers got to
nobody wants
compartmentalize. They got to put that little thing right there, put it in a shelf, close it, and just focus on the task at hand. You can't just dwell on these things.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to take them as they come and just keep pushing.
Now here, this last time by, Mech was 2/10 faster.
No, the
Chase, and
top
it showed.
4 are all
They're-
within like 0.2 right there.
8/10. 8/10.
What? That's 0.8?
Scoring.
That's
It's true.
odd.
Well, because it's a bigger
And
track. And,
look at the
you know.
3. He's
right
gonna
behind
try
him.
it.
He's going to follow him through.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Well, and I
That's
think
weird.
He realized here, maybe a spotter told him, but from watching, if you make that move every time, then the car on the outside is going to be able to. If you hold it until you absolutely have the right run and you see the other guy mess up, that's when you're going to make it work, because they won't be expecting it and they won't be able to combat it as well as if you do it every single lap.
I think that if he were to do that, I think Carter would go with him. Whoa!
Mac
97 went
a little
way
bit
wide
through
there.
turn 9.
And then everybody behind him went wide there out of the
10.
final turn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Janza now, after that one mistake, dropped behind KHP01, is now trying to pass him yet again. So
Yeah, he's got a strong car.
it's one step forward,
So-
one step back for the 47 right now.
Well, it's better than one step forward, 12 steps back.
Speaking of which, Sander M, the winner of this race last season, who had dominated so
Yeah,
much.
where has he been?
He's had a terrible day. He's currently sitting in 34th. He's
Well, let's
just
talk about the drive-through guy too in 35th. He's Canadian, crying out loud. You should know this track inside and out.
well, he moved down to a part-time role this season, maybe for a good reason. We'll see him out next week. See what he can do in his hometown, Toronto. The Canadian that is doing well, however, is the 33
Oh
of
my
Carter
goodness,
Friesen.
3 is right on the back bumper, Mac, right now.
Well, I think Mech had to take a defensive line, kind of
He
like
did.
what midlife.
Mech was right on
was
the
that
right
there?
side of that straightaway, not letting the 3 get a bumper underneath him.
But Mech can't mirror drive here because if he mirror drives, he's going to mess up. He's going to overshoot. That's just going to.
Well, the 3 just messed up there. He went
So
way wide.
He cannot let.
Oh, but
the
Mech
3
went
get
wide
hit
there
right
off
here.
of the corner.
And they're still close behind Chase. They both actually got a decent lap in there.
Yeah.
They're not losing to the 7 at all.
Yeah, we're. I think we're at 15 to go here, or close to it. So
I'm
we're coming down
wondering
to
if
the
the
latter
3
end of this
is
deal.
trying to work with the 97. They realize that
No,
just
I don't
by
think so.
fighting over second.
I think
Well,
NASCAR
if,
Lover
if
wants
they're
to get
fighting
to
for
that
second
front.
place, that's just gonna. I guess he's only looking for points, not the win then, because
Yeah.
they want to get around that 7. They need to work together.
Well, we still have
Well, I
15
mean,
to go.
remember, Mech has not had that good. Crashed out at Daytona. I believe he crashed out at Atlanta too.
Oh,
Just has not.
Chase had a
had
bad
the
run through the
season
first
Looks
half. They're
wanted.
can't
right.
quite do it.
Carter
And
having
here
a
comes
look at
Carter.
himself.
himself.
Looks to the outside, can't do anything there.
Doesn't have enough of a run. You saw Janza peak as well.
But
He
that just
did not
killed
have
the
exit.
momentum there. You see the gap that created
Here comes
from
Carter.
second to third.
Does Carter have a run on NASCAR Lover into turn 8? Taking a dive up the
he's
inside.
gonna-
Here he goes.
He's got a bumper
Oh,
there.
Looks to the inside. Can he
Don't
do
make
it?
contact.
Have to go through the outside of
Oh!
turn 9.
I think Carter should get it here, coming off a 10.
He's gonna
And-
try.
And
Is
he's
he gonna
cleared
get
him.
it? I think he did.
What a move.
Wow.
Carter Friesen.
Man.
That is called capitalizing on mistakes. Carter's been doing that all day. He started mid-pack, I think, maybe top 10. He didn't start that close to the front. But
What a
Certainly,
good performance by that
he's had
33
a good-
team.
And the Canadian crowd loves it.
yeah, Carter qualified 8th. So he's been towards the front, but this is the first time we've seen him hit up into the 3. But now he's got a.
And I think he's the biggest
far.
mover of the race.
I think this battle behind
now.
has let Mech focus on closing in on Chase here because he's right on his bumper.
Let's see what he can
And
do
mission
here.
accomplished. He went a little wide there coming out of 5. He may try to angle turn 6.
Can't quite
just
do it
doesn't
there.
have the run.
I'll tell you what.
You chew
Carter's
along.
catching
Here comes
up.
KHP. KHP's looking to the bottom of Jake 24. Can't make.
Where's the van? Still there?
Yeah. Yep, we're still
Somebody
here.
stole it. Wait, why is the engine starting?
Still single.
Trace is hot wiring the van right now.
here. Spook Boy pretty close behind Rusty Broussard, but nowhere for him to go. Rusty's dropped a couple of spots here. F1 fans gotten past him.
How about this? All of the No Quarter Motorsport cars are running and haven't crashed yet.
Yeah, Rolla's been on the radio. He's pretty surprised with his performance and somewhat impressed. Hopefully he's not speaking too
Sure.
soon here. We don't want any commentators
Sure.
curse.
Trace Ryder and Halloween currently 20, 30th, but you know, I mean, you got Rollo up. He's been fighting for a top 10 spot all day, and Nick Spookboy's been in the top 15
And
for most
look
of the day,
at
but
that,
here
the
comes
33
Carter.
I'll tell you what, if he can get around the 97, I think we'll have a really tight battle for the win.
Seriously, that
He's got
and
the
if we get
best
a
car
caution-
out of anybody. And look at
if we
that
get a
gap
caution,
between
throw
first and
everything
second.
out the window. Well, yeah, because Mech now has to worry about cars behind
It's
him
a
again.
wide arc. Will he try to make the move? Not
Nah,
quite.
not yet.
That's a pretty good run out of the
gotta
corner
wait.
for
He's gotta-
Mech.
He's got to give it another 2 laps or so, give it consistency. As here comes Rollo trying to get underneath. Hey, nope, that's Mark
Mark
Silas.
Silas.
And it looks like F1 fan may have a little bit of contest there from Rusty Broussard and
Thanks for the 25 bits, by the way, Energy.
He's still got a
Appreciate it.
nose under him.
oh man, that was
Wait, 22 cleared him. He's not willing to send it on the bottom in turn 8. Not quite. Not just yet.
yeah.
Oh,
We're
man.
almost at that
I'll tell
point
you
where we have
what.
to start making-
They're catching back up to the 7 now. If the
We got
33
12
can
laps to go
pass
here.
the 97 real quick, he'll be up there in no time.
Boy, Hunter.
How many laps to go?
Hunter B has slowly been working up his way. He's in a 22nd. He was sitting at the back not too long ago. It's a pretty impressive drive. Just slowly but surely. Him and Priya as well, I think, has been moving up.
Priya's just on the door of the top 20 here.
John Felber, or sorry, DS Gaming, meanwhile, has dropped back. He's down to 29th. Ryan Johnston down to 30th.
Ooh, what a bad day for two guys that have had a decent year so far, that's for sure.
Oh, that
Carter
was
got
not a
bad
good
run.
corner by Cart. Oh, man.
Oh, he's still got the better
He's not
run,
going to
but now
get
he's gonna
past,
time
but
up.
he just lost a lot of ground there. Now he's got to make it up.
I think he will be able to do it. He's going to get away with that one, but that was a little too close for comfort there. NASCAR Lover was certainly
I'll tell you
trying
what,
to pounce.
no matter what happens here, they should be proud of their performance today.
Mm-hmm.
Mac is closing in even more on Chase here.
Close again.
I wonder if he's
Close that
waiting.
gap. Or if he's just trying to pressure Chase into using up his... Can try to make a
don't
shot
know,
here
but-
late in the go. Oh. Whatever it is, he's going to have to do it soon.
I don't think he can wait too much longer. He can't just
Mac was
wait until the
almost-
last lap.
Mac was almost 2/10 faster that last time by.
Oh,
If he
he's
can
right
string a
there.
couple of-
He is
if he can
right
string some
there.
of those together,
He's right on the
he's
back
gonna have a
bumper.
shot.
He's got to get him
This is the closest
here
he's
going
been.
into the hairpin.
He's just got to have the run going
He's
into the
going
hairpin.
to
If he
lose a
can't
little
get
bit
this-
here, but in the
Hell.
downhill section...
He just has to arc it out of
Nah, I
turn
don't-
5.
Oh, I see
If
him
he gets
moving
a
down.
good run here.
Hold down now.
Not gonna do it.
No.
Not quite.
That just does not help his
But I'll
case
tell you
at
what,
all.
Carter's back up there.
Yeah, I mean, Carter definitely has a... out of the guys that are up at the front, so it'll be interesting to see if he can get front applying pressure to Mac. We'll see what the lap times are here at the line and see who's really the fastest out of the top 4. The last time by
I
it was
think
actually
it'll be
NASCAR
Carter.
Lover.
I think it'll be Carter this time. Look at how much he's close
Yeah,
to the
I'm-
back of the 97.
I'm thinking Carter's going to have the
He's
fastest
been
lap
able to
here,
make
but you gotta
passes
wonder on
where
consistency.
nobody else has been able to.
10 laps to go here at CTMP.
Top
Oh my, what a
4
lap.
Cars still close together. 119.
They're close together, but Chase the
NASCAR Lover
Coyote-
got a good one.
Yeah, Chase the Coyote and Mac both with a 1 minute, and then Carter Friesen and NASCAR Lover both still in the 119s. So we've definitely seen a lot of tire fall off from.
Chase went about half a lane wide through turn 3. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah,
Mac is
And
going
Chase
wide
is,
through 4.
Chase
Interesting
has
line.
led the most laps for sure.
Well, let's
Two
see how-
Toyotas, a Ford and a Chevy. Duking it out.
He's taking a
Whoa.
peek there.
It's close.
The 33 Carter's right behind the 97. He's looking to the
Oh,
inside.
he's looking.
I don't know if he's
he
got a
can't
good
do it
enough
here.
run.
Wait.
Maybe.
Oh, he's right on
Maybe.
the
Just
corner
try to
panel.
send-
He's
I
going
think
to
he's
do
going to
it.
send it into turn 8.
We've
There
seen
he
it.
goes.
We've seen it
Look
twice
out.
already. Here he comes to the
And he's gonna-
inside, getting
Whoa,
close
come
together.
on.
Careful,
Mac gave him room.
boys. Clears him.
And he's
He's
Four
got
nine.
it. Almost.
No, he'll get it.
got
He'll
it.
come off a 10.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Now this changes everything.
Carter
So
Friesen
Carter
in
has
second
9
place.
laps.
I would be scared if I was the 7 right now. Because we've seen just how good Carter is. He's
This-
been able to pass where nobody else has been able to. This guy's on fire.
I believe this is the first time Chase or Mech have not been in second spot this whole race.
Wow.
I think.
Carter
Maybe at a point that
Friesen,
Midlife was in second and I'm forgetting it, but
to the delight of the Canadian crowd, Carter Friesen has just sliced and diced his way up through the top 5, now into second place, and he's closing on Chase already.
Like we were talking about how dominant Chase was in the early going, but this is a truly dominating performance here.
Oh, he's
And
looking to the
gonna look
inside.
to the inside.
Ooh.
Whoa! Almost
Almost
got into
contact.
him. I'm telling you, this is going to
oh,
be close.
He just about punched in the front corner of his car there on the
And now
rear
he's
corner
gonna.
of the 7.
He's looking down. He's not gonna be able to do anything here. I don't think he's gonna get the proper amount of run. Wait,
He's got a big run. He's looking for it.
there.
Oh, nah.
Chase covers him
Looks
off.
to the back
Just-
bumper.
He was
He's
just
gonna hang
too
on.
far back compared to what he did to me.
No,
Otherwise, I
but
think
he's
he
still
would've had it.
there. He could probably make a run in turn 1 if he wanted to.
But
Oh, 7 went a little bit wide.
Mech is caught up behind him as well.
I'll tell you what. This,
Got what here? 8 laps to go? I think.
This will be 7 to go.
7 to go.
Really?
I think.
He's
Wait.
got 7
No,
laps to
8
pass
to
the
go,
7.
you're right.
I don't think.
Yeah, it is 8 to go. Yeah.
I don't think Mech has anything for the 33 now. It's a battle between first and
I
second.
don't know. I wouldn't
Yeah,
count
I
him
think-
out
I
just
think
yet.
Mech-
He's still there.
I think Mech may have burned off his tires to get to Chase.
Well, one
Yeah.
mistake
He
from
may be
Carter.
able to get to Carter, but I don't think he's going to be able to get to Chase. I think if Carter falls back to third, I think Chase may be able. Here.
One mistake from Carter, especially in turn 5, and Mech is right back in it.
There
Here
he goes.
looking to the inside
he caught
again.
Again.
The 7 had the better run off the corner exit.
Well, he can't get a good exit because he's got to stay off the corner of the 7. We've seen it once already. He's already looking to the inside, though. Picking up a little bit of draft here.
Close enough. I don't think he's close enough.
Yeah, I think he's just.
But he's had some
far off.
big runs at the
Fine,
end of
again.
this straightaway. He's looking again.
Oh,
No.
Chase
yeah,
covers-
just
Not
covers
gonna
him
get
off.
it there. That's his signature spot right there, but he's not able to.
When I think Chase knows that now after watching what he did to me. Again, the spotter's got to be on the radio. Careful. Because you know he's going to try and send it in on you.
7 to
So
go.
we've got 7 to go here, yeah. What a
Oh,
race,
boy,
man.
it's
That's been
close.
great.
What a fantastic battle. Chase the Coyote has led 37 laps today.
This is
Now Carter has not won in the
Ever.
Sim Series, has he?
Chase has one win last season. I believe that was Michigan, but here
Oh,
comes Carter. He's
look at
like
him.
turn
Here
3.
he goes.
No.
Wow.
He can't do it. Not quite. He's really close,
But
though.
he
He's
moved him
hungry.
up. He showed that he can move him up the racetrack. It just wasn't enough right there. We're gonna see another move here in the hairpin, I'm sure.
He's
And
just,
I think he's got a better entry here.
he's just got to get that
Looks
exit.
to the inside.
He might have it.
Oh,
This is close.
not quite, but he's still there. That looked a little better than last time. That looked
think
a
he's-
lot better than last time, actually.
Yeah, he definitely looks
See what he
closer.
can do into turn 8.
Oh, there he
Signature
goes.
spot to
Oh,
the
here we
Is
go.
he gonna
inside.
get it?
No.
Oh, he's gonna push him up.
Closest
Can't do it.
one yet.
Not yet.
Chase the Cody still just covering him
6
off.
to go this time.
KHP01 is...
You also saw NASCAR lover there. He tried to make a move. 6, so it's not done for third spot yet either.
KHP01 just got past the 25 of Jake 24
I think this
as
is a
well.
battle between first and second now. It's third is no factor.
I'm sure
I
it's a
don't think
factor
Mac
to
has
NASCAR
anything.
lover.
Yeah.
If that 97 is losing his grip here, the 3 will definitely try and pounce.
Yeah.
A podium finish is not bad, even though there's no podiums here.
Yeah, well, we'll make it up.
Cardboard.
The 33 has a great run through turn 3 every time. He's been
Oh, my
fantastic there.
goodness.
Look at how close he is.
That's what
He's
helps
so
things up
close.
this last course.
Yeah, he gets a great run through 3, stays close through 4.
Oh, is he gonna look down early? No. He's gonna try it here.
I think he should, if he
He
stays
couldn't.
tucked in
Whoa,
line.
Here comes
look
Mac.
at Mac. What? I would have never guessed.
Nah, Carter's got the better run though.
Told you, don't count him out just yet.
Carter didn't get the best exit there too. That definitely didn't help him.
Oh, my post from 3 hours ago was approved. Cool. Shout out to NR 2003 fans on Facebook. Really on top of their game here. Coming to 5 to go.
About a half a car length separating them. Carter Friesen's closed right
He's
back
close.
in. Mech is
They're
there as
all
well,
close.
though.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
I did not think that Mech was going to get back there. 5 to go. This
5 laps left, and boy, I
Carter's
feel
going to
like
have to
we're
do
in
something
for a
now.
show.
He cannot wait.
He's got
on this.
because he needs to get the perfect run out of 5 down the straightaway.
You got to wonder if maybe Carter
Mech is
burned his tires
close.
off.
He's running out of chances here. Mech
I
is
know,
still
that-
there.
That's the frustrating part. You see just how good of a car he has. He's a little bit further back this time. Might be a setup.
Gets
Is he
a
gonna look again?
decent
He made
run.
that little darting move there, but it did not work. But I think he's gonna have a better run through the Andretti straight this time.
Great camera.
Rainey looking down on the 83. Here comes Carter. I don't think it's going to be
not
close enough for this
Not
time.
this
too
time.
far back.
Way too far back. But he's going to get a huge run here.
Through turns 8, 9, and 10. Still getting there, but not quite
You're
there.
the snaky boy.
Where'd it go?
4 laps for Carter Friesen to make this move. He's shown that he's
Gosh.
capable. He's pulled it on a couple
He's
of guys.
definitely capable. That's why it's so frustrating to watch. You know that he's capable of passing him. It's just setting it up.
Boy, this is a real nail biter. It's not over yet.
So
No, it
so
is not.
Chase
It's going to
won a-
come down to the very end here.
Chase won a race last year, right?
Michigan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Carter's going for his
that's
first
right.
win in his
Yeah.
Sim Series career.
And Chase is trying to get back to the chase-offs for the second year in a row. Carter just trying to get a win, get himself locked into the chase-offs here. We'll see what happens out of 6.
Not a great run.
Yeah.
The 3 is peeking to the inside of Mech here. But that might
Yeah, and he's
make him
gotta run a little
vulnerable to
bit.
midlife.
Let me tell you what, Carter has lost a lot of ground on there coming out of 6. Not close enough again. Only 3 to go.
KHP on the inside of Luke Rainey having a look. That's a late move. Be careful. We do not want to caution now.
Be careful. Janza make a move.
Oh, a bit of contact between the 47 and the 24 through 9 and 10. 2
He's
battles
everybody's
at
kept it
once.
on the
Janza
pavement.
completes his pass. Carnation's coming in the
Oh,
pits.
somebody's pitting.
Carnation's coming in. I'm
Carnation?
not
What
sure
in the world?
why. He was sitting in 11th place, but something's up in the 95 car. That is not a
that's-
That
scheduled
is
pit
not
stop.
what the Pepsi team needed.
Yeah.
These guys should be able to make
And
it to the end, no problem.
It is also not a black flag. That I can guarantee.
The 25 and the 22 have been side by side for a number of turns
Ain't
here.
Atlanta anymore.
And look at this battle. The 8, the 2, the 47, they're letting the top 5 get away, but it is tight.
Yeah, well, it's still points. You gotta fight for these spots.
What
'cause
is
you
it, 3 to
never
go
know what
right
you're gonna
now?
need.
Yeah, they're on 3 to go right now. Oh, here he comes
here
to
we
the
go.
inside.
Here we go.
Come on.
Out of turn 5, just where he
he's
needs
got
it.
the run.
He's got to get a good run
got
here.
got the run
He's
this
got
time.
a really good chance here, but I don't know.
I
don't
think
know
you'll
if
have
Chase
it
can
coming
pull
in.
away.
He's
They're
got
side
it,
by
side
side
by
down the
side.
straightaway.
Oh, this
Carter
is it.
Friesen looking for the win, trying to make his signature
Oh, they're
move.
about to make
Chase
contact.
squeezes him a little bit. Down the
I think
hill
he's gonna
into
get
turn
out
8.
here.
Oh, they
make
touch again.
contact. Wow.
Hang on, boys.
And
he's got
almost
it.
there. He's
And-
cleared
Oh, he
him.
does clear him.
Clear him.
Carter Friesen has done
There
it.
it
He's
is.
made the
Leader
move
Carter
for the
Friesen.
lead
2
when it
laps to
matters.
go. Now,
2 to go.
We got
what
cars
happens
pitting.
here?
Can they make it on gas? Hold on.
What? Uh-oh.
The 8's coming in.
Oh,
No.
no.
Just
This
take
might
everything
not
we've
be
talked
over.
about for the last. Throw it out the window. It doesn't matter.
So the 95 came in for a splash. We got more guys coming into pit. They might not be able to make it to the end.
Maybe this is like.
We got a lot of
Nick's
cars
plan.
coming
He's
in.
been saving. That's why.
This
Oh
could
my
be a
goodness.
longer
Turn it
game
into
than we
Pocono,
could have
please.
imagined.
Uh,
So the 8's in, the 2's in as well. Every time the Sim
and he
Series
is
gets
pulling
you.
away. I think he's
Oh my
good.
goodness.
Well, I think they realized put on fuel after all.
Well,
coming to
I
the
wouldn't be
white
surprised. These
flag.
guys might not be able to make it. This is not over.
Look at the 97.
And midlife. Oh, Mech's
Mech
got a good
and
run
Midlife
here.
both looking to the bottom. Oh, Mech's not there. Neither is Midlife. Not quite.
See, here's the thing.
These guys might
they
might jump into the pits right here.
No, they're gonna stay out. They're coming to the white flag. Are you kidding me? They're not gonna pit. I don't see them.
It's a
pitting.
long
about what-
lap. They might not be able to make it.
Well, coast when it's coming down the hill. Get on the gas when it's going up.
Carter's been
That's
pushing
all that
hard. I
matters.
wonder if he'll have to pay for it. Let's see what the call is. Coming out of turn
on, he doesn't.
These guys are
9.
staying
None
out.
of
They're
them.
staying out.
Yeah,
It's
top 5.
It's
stay
a run
out.
to the finish. White flag.
White flag.
White flag
One to
in the
go
air
for
for
Carter
Carter
Friesen.
Friesen. He has worked his way
Trying to get
through
his
the
first
field.
career win.
Oh boy. He's got
I'm
quite a
there.
bit of time now.
On the bright side, if a caution comes out, it won't affect the finish. And you, okay.
Is he gonna make it on fuel?
Come on. I
I would think so at this point.
But was Chase saving?
Was anybody saving? That's the thing. Towards the back of the field, towards the back of this pack, you never know until it's over.
And here we go. Coming up to the hairpin.
Turn 5.
He just needs a
Will they
good
make up any
run out of
ground?
this corner.
This is where they can't really coast for.
Oh
Chase had
my
a good
goodness,
run.
he went-
Chase has a good run. He's right there. He's on his bumper.
man.
Here comes
Oh
Chase
my
to the
goodness.
inside.
Oh, he's going for the
What?
lead.
It's
Oh
not
my
over
goodness.
yet.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
right there.
Oh no.
Can he
Carter's
get
gotta
a
cover the
good
spot. He
run
can't leave the
through
room.
turn 8?
Come on. Oh my goodness.
Everybody is driving crazy.
He's
I
right
just
there.
don't-
Trying to get her back.
Oh,
last effort.
I don't think it's going to
He's
happen.
not quite there.
This is Carter's race to lose right here.
Through
He's
turn
right on the
9.
back bumper.
They're gonna make it on fuel. He's got.
He can coast
He
from
can't
here.
do it. He
Carter
ran
Friesen
wide.
does it.
Oh, what a win for the Canadian. Jason.
And just
How
past the line, here
about
comes the
that?
7.
He led 3 laps.
Wow. What a race. It delivers.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible.
Show of respect here from Chase to
What a
Cody. What a run by
Shame on
both
the-
of these guys.
Shame on the people that left. Shame on them because an incredible finish.
What a
Just
show.
because you dominate and lead 41 of the 51 laps does not mean you're going to win the race, and it proved here.
Man.
And he's out
We need to
now.
do these more
He's out
often.
of gas, I think.
Wouldn't surprise
Hard
me.
to tell.
At least he stayed
No,
with it.
no,
He's still
he's-
rolling.
he's
He's still
accelerating.
going. He's still going.
If he just stops here, then, well,
Well,
Then we'll know.
well, you know what? He's
out.
out. He's done.
He's
They timed it
He just
just
barely had
right.
enough. Perfect.
One more lap, and that would have been it for Carter Friesen. Fantastic
Unbelievable.
run.
That was a great finish. That's better than most online finishes I've seen.
Oh my
Seriously,
goodness.
especially at this racetrack.
I mean,
The Sim series always delivers. Always. You think everything's
we got
fine,
next week?
and then it's Toronto on the streets.
Yeah, we're at Toronto, Nick. So this place, but like the
thinner.
walls are a lot closer together.
We got a lot of guys who actually ran out at the end here. Is this coming to the checkered? Oh, this is after the finish. So we've had a lot of cars who ran out after the finish. You see the Puro 61 who was sputtering at the line. He did not make it very far. I think.
You hate to see it.
Well, I mean, it worked out. All the guys who stayed out.
Man, that was and he won it on a gamble.
Yeah.
He did.
That is incredible. We didn't even think of that being a possibility.
Let's go back and let's take a look at the race-winning move from Carter Friesen. In turn 8, his favorite place to pass. It was all about this exit. And we knew that all along.
He was able to pass people that in ways that nobody else was able to do today. Nobody was able to pass the way that he did.
Because he had to stick it around the outside, then have a good run down the straightaway, and just enough to stick a bumper in. You see they touch once, and then they touch again in the
that
turn
was-
here.
They're going to touch again
Oh
here.
my
close.
goodness.
Oh,
Chase did
I
everything he
cannot
could.
believe that.
He really did.
I cannot believe that we only had 2 cautions with the amount of beating and banging that we saw, especially out of at this part of the race. It's unbelievable.
And
What
that
a
is just
rate.
great hard racing. I mean, Chase gave it everything he got. He really tried. And the guys that pitted ended up paying for it as well.
of
KHP
course.
19th.
Well,
Luke
it's not like
Rainey
they have much of a
23rd.
choice.
For the people that stayed out, it was free spots for them. I'm sure they couldn't believe that some of these guys were pitting because they originally thought that they were good to make it to the end.
Janza 34th. We're talking about what a great run he had, and then
Oh,
wow. All right,
there's
well
the commentator curse.
let's go through the
I
order.
think we had commentator's curse earlier when we said that, man, wouldn't it be disappointing for the 7 to lead all these laps
Yep.
and not win it?
Yep.
Yeah.
What a race every week, man.
That was a delight.
If you don't
And
watch
nobody
this,
got black flagged.
if you do not watch this show every week, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Shame.
Because next week
Shame.
we're on a street course, and it's going to be equally as exciting because the Sim series always delivers. Always. That's just a constant. Let's take a look at the results here. Carter Friesen gets the win by just under a quarter of a second over Chase the Coyote, who had one last-ditch effort in turn 5, and it almost worked out. Mechanized Chaos.
I can't believe that he came back.
That was close.
Truly. That was
Seriously.
an incredible comeback that he had.
Mechanized Chaos gets a podium, 3rd place. NASCAR Lover 201, a good run today, ends up only 4th. Midlife 9999 in the 2nd mechanized racing car in the top 5. Jake24 finishes 6th. Rolo Racing, after having an average finish in the high 30s, gets a solid 7th place, and that's exactly what he needed. Rusty Broussard comes home 8th. Then it's Pure and Ben Pye 1024. Richard Herdman comes home 11th.
And Pye, he was mid-pack as well, pretty much.
Well, these are the guys who
got the advantage from all those people who went down pit road.
Exactly. And, I mean, a lot of these guys got a handful of spots. Richard Herman, Emmett Lashbrook, Priya McShane, Nitro XP. I was talking about how
Priya
bad
was
of a
way
run
back
he had.
there.
And fantastic show. We're going to get the results up in here so we can show you the standings, which is going to be really interesting because Hunter B, who was in the lead of the points, he was one of the guys who pitted. So he finished in 35th, which is not great at all for the point standings. So, oh boy, we're going to take a look at this. Wow. All right, we're going to pop the points standings up, hopefully. Let me just make sure everything is all good. Okay.
What a race. I can't wait for next week in Toronto. It's going to be
Every week it delivers. So we'll get the point standings on the screen. Midlife 9999 has taken the points lead with that top 5 finish. He's just barely squeaked past Hunter B, who falls down a 2nd. Brad Flynn holding on a 3rd place. Then it's Luke Rainey, Jake24, Savage Toy Show, Rusty Broussard, good run for him. Chase the Coyote also moving way up the points. He's sitting in 8th. And then it's Pure and Ben Pye finishes 10th in points. Then it's Richard Herman, Mechanized Chaos, NASCAR Fireball 48, Priya McShane, Ryan Johnston, KHP01, CodyHGaming, DS Gaming, Goky, and Mark Silas. NASCAR Fan 48 missing this race, of course, because he was just a sub. He was just a substitute driver in that 91 car, but he has absolutely proved himself. He was sitting 5th in points after the first 3 races. Unfortunately, he's back to the amateur league, but I don't think his career is quite over yet.
Believe that nobody signed him yet, because like we've seen cars that are part-time that are struggling, like the 20, even like the 40 and stuff. I cannot believe that nobody has looked into signing him, because he did an incredible to start out the season.
Well, he was already locked into that amateur league contract. I think we can see his potential, but maybe just holding off until next season, if not just later on this season. Carnation finally pulls himself back in the points a little bit. He's up to 27th. Still not a fantastic first 5th of the season for the reigning champion. I mean, as you can see, Carter Friesen, Janza, these are uncharted cars sitting 22nd and 24th in points. Trace Ryder down to 31st. Then it's F1 Fan, Hello MU, Michael Deitch, DNP10. Rolo brings himself up to 36th. After a 7th place finish. So certainly outscoring, I think, his top 3 races combined today. Then Julio Caesar, VGO3, and Mick Spookboy. Fantastic show. Thank you so much for coming on board again. Jacob Hitz, Jimmy Powell. Fantastic booth. Great time.
Absolutely.
We'll love to see
I love it.
The classic.
And we'll be back next week for another Tuesday doubleheader. That's Amateur League and then the Sim Series, all on the streets of Toronto. The first ever Sim Series street race. Should be a great time. For Jimmy Powell and Jacob Hitz, I'm Drive Through, and I will see you all next week.